The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the London Monarchs. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Raven first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Jackson from the shotgun. picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's now.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The ball carrier.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
To it. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Ain't it crazy how the tables turn? You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Jackson. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 41.
Alvin Kamara.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
On the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Gain of 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just bring them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
10 at the 31-yard line.
in there, yeah. Drill, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire deep for right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Damian Ratley there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
It got his man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Past the 20. He's got his man in the crossing route. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Getting more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact,
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
At the 47-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Let's go, let's go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check. 40's
Mayfield down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards. Buckeyes have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ingram again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
Jackson now on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Devin Duvernay. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Results.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action now. Jackson buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Snead's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
49
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
7-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
3 yards on the play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Flushed out right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
At the 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with?
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that